to another Masturbators and another year, 2014.
Happy New Year.
New Year.
Right.
Today, we're going to talk about our favourite game, which was released in 2013, and your favourite game that you played in 2013. Can be released anytime.
Yeah.
And we've also got a special guest.
Who is it?
Oh, I actually don't know who it is.
Yeah, you do.
You're joking.
Oh, it's a special guest, isn't it?
Special guest.
It's always a special guest.
It is. It's always. They're always very special.
Special. In fact, it's pretty average guest.
Special guest.
Especially average special guest.
So, who's going to start us off?
I can. So, my favourite game of 2013, I'm just going to dive straight in there. It's Pokemon X on the Nintendo 3DS.
That was a surprise.
No, there was a few games that was up there, but having played the new Pokemon X and Y, which is pretty much the same game, just a different legendary Pokemon in there, it is phenomenal. It's an update, everything's updated on it. The gameplay, the animations, the Pokemon, you've got new Pokemons in there as well, obviously, which I'm not really too bothered about. I like the original Pokemon, the original one, but they're all in there as well. There's a few little surprises in there that are really good for any Pokemon fan. And yeah, it's just absolutely brilliant. It's like watching it's like playing like a little anime version of Pokemon. So it's
been nice to change it up because it's been the same style for a long time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've got a little bit bored with the Pokemons because they sort of, like I say, they've been a bit stale, very samey. But with this new version, it's a new slant. The story's really good, and yeah, the legendary Pokemon are actually really cool as well. Yeah, love it. Absolutely brilliant. Really chuffed, and any Pokemon fan will love it. And I'm pretty sure that even non-Pokemon fans, if it's your first entry, it's a great one to start with.
Good choice.
Yeah, good choice. By the sound of it.
Adrian, let's go to you.
Right. My game of 2013 is Tearaway on the PS Vita. The reason I liked it so much because it reminded me a lot of like a Zelda, and also a little bit of Little Big Planet on the PlayStation 3. It's kind of those two games mixed in one, and it brings out the best of them really. I love the art style in the game. I love the narration of it because it's more like a story rather than a game. So it also shows off how much of a powerful system and what a good system the PS Vita is, because you've got the rear touchpad, you've got the touchscreen, and you can't play the game without doing that. So it shows off the capabilities of that handheld console really well, and it's a really great kind of storyline. It's got a real charm about it. I can't say enough of it really because I think it's really good. Yeah. It's very interactive. So in the game you get a camera, so you're encouraged to take pictures. You're also encouraged to customise your own little character a lot, and I can't really say more about it because it's absolutely brilliant.
It shows the Vita off, so you couldn't play the game on any other system apart from the Vita to its full.
One of my thoughts were I'm not a big fan of the touchpads and stuff like that. I don't like it, but you have to use it in that, and it didn't mind. It actually complemented the game very well. But one thing I did feel about it did feel very Nintendo-y.
Yeah.
And so when you say it won't work on any other system, I think it probably would.
Yeah, I'm saying it would work on you could play it on any system, but I mean, what I'm saying is.
Danny just totally contradicts himself.
Well, I know I've contradicted myself, but what I mean is, it's the feel. It does bring the best out in the Vita.
It definitely does.
You can't play it better on another system, because that back thing with the fingers coming through the screen and everything, it's awesome.
That's quite special.
And you've got to do that on a Vita, so you wouldn't be able to have that on any other system.
If you've got a Vita and you don't have that game, I recommend you go and get it, because it's one of the cheaper titles on the Vita. So go and get it, you will not be disappointed.
No, you definitely will. Good choice there. Good choice, yeah.
Me and Danny both chose the same game. There was a few for me to pick, and we did think about changing and picking different ones to make it a bit more varied, but at the end of the day,
it's your favourite. It's your favourite, isn't it?
So, and that is, Danny?
Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U.
Absolutely brilliant.
It's amazing. It's one of those where, I mean, you can't say I've been looking forward to it for so long, because obviously you've got the new Super Mario Brothers on the DS, and then you've got you know, the new Super Mario Brothers 2 on the DS, and Mario seems to be getting a little bit samey. People were saying, oh, it's the same, and there's no new innovation coming to the games, 2D platformers and things, since, you know, Mario 64 or Mario Sunshine. But then the 3DS version came out, and you've got that one as well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Haven't you? And I played that game and completely fell in love with it. So
it's flawless, isn't it?
Yeah. And when people were saying, obviously, a version of that game was coming out on the Wii U, they were like, oh, handheld's being ported up to the Wii U, and it's struggling as it is. It's not going to be enough, kind of thing. And you can't say how good it is until you play it.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
It's brilliant game.
One thing I love about it is you can play your games these days, and you get angry, you get frustrated, and all you do when you're playing that game is you just play it with a smile on your face all the way through it.
Yeah.
And it's just.
And the control is completely it's butter.
It's like,
you know, it's absolute butter. Melts all over your toast. But it is. It's amazing. You can't. There is not one fault. There is not one level that is exactly the same as another level.
And it's so easy to get your friends to join in, or girlfriend to join in and stuff like that. It's just as much fun, and you can have a bit of competition.
It also encourages you to explore the world as well, rather than just trying to get to the end. You've got to explore, you've got to find objects, you've got to find stars and all that kind of thing. So it encourages you to look around. Yeah. That's where it shows it off, really.
I've not played it, but I was just going to say I have played it co-op, and the co-op is brilliant. Like I say, it is easy for you to jump on, and it's actually really good fun.
Yeah, it is. You don't realise until you play it, like I say, because everyone's like, it's another Mario game, and obviously people say, oh, it's for kids, but it is not for kids. You think that
some of it's really hard.
Yeah, it gets harder to the later levels and stuff.
And the tips to the hat for retro games, retro Mario games in that game.
Oh yeah,
it's not for kids. It's more.
It's got a massive bout of nostalgia all over it. There's nostalgia trips all over the place. So, you know, we're going to stop gushing on it now, because it is a complete gush fest. But
it's perfect though, isn't it?
And it is worth getting a Wii U for. That's that, isn't it, really?
Yeah. Super Mario 3D World! Meow!
Yeah, the cat suit is awesome.
I love the cartoon.
So then, the game that we played from any era last year.
I'm going to go with The Walking Dead on Xbox 360.
We gotta go! I know who you are. And I don't give a shit about what happens to you. You wanna get violent, you old fuck? Well, come on! There's gonna be fallout.
I was excited about playing that game when I was hearing the good reviews about it when it was originally released episodically on downloadable content, and I was waiting for a physical copy to come out. And when I played that game, I felt like I was experiencing something brand new, and what I can also see games adopting sort of features of that in future. I think it's forged a new path for games. I don't think it's going to change all games to be like that, but I think games are going to go down that route. The gameplay in it isn't brilliant. It's like a point and click really, but you're using a thumbstick, so you know it's not got the slickest controls, but it's story driven and it's character based, and you fall in love with those characters and you care about them. And I just think that games aren't just something you can. Well, there is some games you can just pick up and play 5 minutes and then walk away, but there's also things you can invest yourself in, and that's what I mean by I think it's taking down a new path with, you know, I think games are going to go in the next gen. They're going to be epic stories which you want to be a part of, and or really personal stories that you care about, and I think that game, it might not be the first that's ever done that, but it certainly was an outstanding example of that, and that's why it's my pick.
It's good that
we all loved it, didn't we?
Yeah.
We all bought it each other, didn't we? It's one way.
Yeah, I got it for my birthday on this channel. You
birthday.
guys got it, and he got it for his birthday.
Yeah. It's good that every decision you make that it changes the way the story goes. The game that I played last year that wasn't released in 2013 and enjoyed the most was UN Squadron on the Super Nintendo. It's also called Area 88 in Japan and America. I used to play it when I was younger. I used to love it. It was one of the first shoot 'em ups that I used to play. So the music and the gameplay is really nostalgic to me. So when I recently purchased it for my collection and played it for about 4 or 5 days solid, just replaying each level, just reliving it. So that's one of the reasons why I've picked this one. It's a brilliant game. The music in it is amazing. It's from Capcom, so you don't expect
Graphics are quality.
Yeah, and for the 16-bit era, the graphics are really nice, really colourful as well. So it just brings back memories because you just hear certain like title music and you back when you're like 8-year-olds playing it again. It's fantastic.
Okay, my pick, game I played last year from any era, which I enjoyed the most, is going to be Diablo 3. It was a game from the year before, but it was only released on Xbox last year. I used to play Diablo, the old Diablos in the 90s on PC. Really enjoyed it then. When I heard Diablo 3 was coming out, I was quite excited about it, but it's a PC game, so I wasn't going to get a new PC for it and everything like that. So it came out on Xbox, and it really was brilliant. I weren't expecting it to be as good and as addictive as it actually is. It still has that Diablo feel from the old games, like when it's a dungeon crawler, level by level, just like the old games. You go to the characters, like you go to the blacksmith and you talk to them, and all the dialogue and everything just feels like the old Diablo games, which I loved, and the music, the whole atmosphere of the game is absolutely brilliant. It was so good for me as well because I could play with my girlfriend, who doesn't really game a lot, but she picked this up and absolutely loved it.
I thought you were about Johnny then.
Yeah, Johnny played it as well.
The co-op is brilliant.
Yeah, I knew Johnny would love it. Got Johnny involved, and obviously when you've got your best mate playing it, your girlfriend,
Dog, cat.
Well, I remember you invited me around to your house and you said, I want to show you Diablo 3, and I was like, okay, I'll come round. And when me and you walked in the house, your girlfriend was sat there on the couch with a headset on playing it.
Oh yeah. Really pissed off that I thought that I could just come in and take her off it. But yeah, Diablo 3, absolutely brilliant.
Great choice.
What I've picked for my game from any generation that I enjoyed the most last year is Pitfall, the Mayan adventure on the Super Nintendo. just wanted to give it a try because I like platformers. I knew it was a platformer, and it's one of those games where you go into something and you're not expecting anything. Just see what it's like. And I turned, from the moment I turned it on, the graphics, the art style, and the control and everything is fantastic, and just really enjoyed it. And it's just one of those moments where it's what it's all about for me. Not really knowing much about a game, buying it, putting it in, and then thinking, this is really good. And I didn't know anything about it.
Oh, well,
just simple.
Would you say it blew you away?
It didn't. But it's just one of those games that when anyone's looking for a game now, I'll recommend it to people because it's a simple platformer, but it's challenging, and good boss battles, things you've got to find in the level, and when you do beat the game, you get the original game to play as well. So.
Oh, dear, what, the original Activision?
Yeah, and you're a Pitfall Harry Jr. Or something like that. And you're looking for your dad. Your dad's missing, and that's the aim of the game.
Well, not knowing much about it, I mean, to put it in some perspective, how would you rate it? Like in your top 10 or top 20? Would it be in there?
In terms of my SNES games, it'd probably be in my top 10. Yeah.
Would it?
Yeah.
So it is that.
Yeah,
good.
but like I say, it's just one of those where it's not about I know it's the best games I played, but it was just one of the best moments for me, because, like I say, the reason why I collect is I played all these games when I was a kid, and for me it's about finding new games that I don't know much about, and then realising that they're really good games. And this for me was one of those that from the moment I picked it up to the moment I put it down, I completely loved it and didn't want to ever go away from it. Stayed in the SNES until it was beat, and played it a couple of times again since. So yeah, if you haven't played it, I definitely recommend it. I bet it's not too expensive, even though Super Nintendo's going through the roof at the minute. Yeah. You'll probably still be able to pick it up for under a tenner.
Right, now we've done that, it's time for our mystery guest.
Yeah. Who is it?
Well, we don't know, do we?
Who is it?
We'll have to wait, won't we? We'll have to wait until we look behind us.
No, we do know, really. It's somebody that we all really
enjoy watching.
He loves his food.
Yeah.
He likes looking in bins.
Yeah.
He's not a tramp though.
No, definitely not.
And he's one of the most generous people on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Really good pickup videos as well.
Good content. He's just got his subs have rocketed as well. It's
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like he had about 5 last week, and now he's got like 20.
Anyway, who is it? Who is it?
Crazy.
It's OK Chief.
OK Chief.
Hey, what's up everyone? This is OK Chief, and my good friends from across the pond, the 16-bit brothers, asked me a couple questions. And as easy as those questions are, they're pretty hard for a gamer who plays a lot of games. And one of the questions were, what was your favorite game you played last year that was released last year? And hands down, I have to choose The Last of Us. Now, for those of you who aren't familiar with The Last of Us, they were made by Naughty Dogs. Now, Naughty Dogs goes as far back as Crash Bandicoot. These people were making such good games that far back that they weren't going to let us down with this title. Now, I'm a little mad that this game came out towards the end of the life of PS3, because this could have been such a really good, say, launch title for the PS4. And I just could have, just all the things they could have done with it, but for me, playing this game is the epitome of what a horror survival is. And by far, one of my all-time favorite games that I played last year, mainly because they gave you the choice, the option, if you will, on how to play the game. You could go balls out and just go Rambo on everyone, or you could choose the Metal Gear approach and go stealth. Now, if you went the stealth route, the game was a little bit easier for you to play it, but if you went the Rambo route, you're going to play this game a lot. So, for me, hands down, bar none, The Last of Us was my 2013 pick of last year. and I'm hoping it was a lot of people's too, because this was a really good game. The second question the 16-bit brothers asked me was, what was my all-time favorite game playing last year from any era? And that also was a very hard question, because I played a lot of games. But to narrow it down to just one, for me it was relatively easy to pick this game. Why? Because it's in my 360 all day long, probably never leaves the slot, because I have friends over all the time that play with me, and it is Left 4 Dead 2.
This used to be a nice neighborhood.
This is some grim shit we got ourselves into.
This game came out in 2009, and I have been playing it since 2009. I can't put this game down. Now, before it was this game, I played Left 4 Dead, just the first one. That was our game. We played that one until this one came out. When this one came out, sadly, we were not accustomed to the different gameplay, the different characters. We didn't really like it. We didn't really give it a chance until a friend came over and showed us how fun it could be. And ever since then, we couldn't put this one away. This one, and especially when you downloaded the DLC for this. Once you downloaded the DLC for this game, you didn't need the other game, because it had it already in the DLC when you downloaded it for this game. So you could play the first game, the first Left 4 Dead, all on this one. And they changed it up a little bit, a little update. But other than that, it's the exact same games. And a little trivia you don't know about OK Chief. Anytime there's a game where I could choose to be a girl, I always choose to be the girl. Like in this game, I'm always Rochelle, and in part 1, I'm always Zoe. So just a little tit for tat on the characters I like to pick. Whenever I could choose to be a girl, I would choose to be a girl. So with that being said, those are my picks for 2013. Everyone, thank you so much for watching. 16-bit brothers, thank you so much for inviting me on. This is OK Chief. Thank you guys. Peace out, y'all.
Great choices.
Thanks very much, Rich.
I wish I knew what they were, because then we could talk about them, but unfortunately we're filming this before we've got the footage.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they're fantastic.
What do you mean? He's just there.
Oh! I'm sorry, Rich.
No, thank you for doing that, Rich. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, really.
And we're actually going to be featuring on his channel.
Yeah.
Or we might have already done it now.
Yeah, you don't know it yet.
So go over, give him a sub.
Yeah, check
he does something
if you don't know him, go check him out, because he does a wide variety of videos.
Yeah. We're actually going to be in one of his food chasing videos.
Yeah, and he goes out with his friend Will, and they just basically go all over the place, don't they?
Yeah.
They have the lifestyle island, really. They go looking for games, they eat awesome food, and they look in bins to get free stuff, and that sounds like amazing to me.
Yeah.
That's the life.
Pretty much what you do.
I don't look in bins, though. I wish I...
You want to?
I do. I really want to look in something.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do it. We'll do it one night.
It's amazing what he finds. He once found an Xbox kiosk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago.
That one recently, that wasn't
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
But yeah, thank you again. And yeah.
Thanks everyone for tuning in for our first video. There's going to be many more.
Yeah, we're going to start getting more regular, aren't we?
Like clockwork.
As usual, it's a mass debate, so if you can, obviously we don't have video responses anymore, but our YouTube expert over here.
Well, not really an expert, but apparently you can actually link a video in our comments now. So what we'll say to do is, if you want to make a video for it, we don't really know how it's going because we can't put like proper video responses below, but you can link your video in our comments.
What, their actual video comes up?
Well, I think there's a link to it. So
you just copy and paste a link into it anywhere.
Yeah, but you can do it like that instead. I don't know, but
I thought you knew what you were doing.
What I'm talking about. You can link your videos to the comments, and anybody who's interested.
If you can't do that and you want to make a video, just make the video, tell us about it on Facebook, in the comments.
Yeah, we want to watch.
We want to watch. Yeah.
And
thank you to everyone who did the video responses for our last Master Debaters.
Yeah.
Your greatest gaming finds. We really enjoyed watching those as well. So cheers very much. Thank you.
Okay.
Right.
You've been beautiful.
Yeah, we'll see you soon. It shouldn't be so long between videos now, should it? We've got things in the pipeline.
Yeah, we've got quite a lot in the pipeline.
We've got a lot in the pipeline, yeah.
The pipeline's like bulging.
Yeah, it's bulging to bursting.
Yeah. One thing before we go though, I just want to say thank you to Gamester81.
Oh yeah.
For an awesome shout out.
Yeah.
They did. For I think it were 10 members of the community, and we were a part of that.
Yeah.
And
Completely unexpected. Out of the blue.
Woke up this morning, Danny said, we've had a shout out off Gamester81.
Yeah.
I nearly wet the bed.
I should have did.
But John,
Yeah,
thanks to
thank
John
you very much. We've been a part of his website for about 12 months now.
Yeah.
It's
So
always
it's about time, is what you're saying.
He's always been supportive. And,
Well, it just shows he's got like over 70,000 subscribers, and he's still trying to look out for the little guys.
Yeah.
You know, and that speaks volumes, really. You know, he doesn't need to do it. You know, and he does. So
it wouldn't be thought of any less if he didn't do it, to be honest.
no, exactly. But he does. So we really appreciate that. It's really helped us out, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Big time.
Right, so we'll see you next time. Have you finished now? You got
I don't think I've got anything else to say. I've got to check the list.
See you in a bit.
Bye!